a prince. Mum says I'm an angel sent down from the sky. My daddy says I'm a special little soldier. No one is as handsome, strong as me. It's true he indulges my tendency to bulge, but I'm his little soldier, hat to fall. My mummy says I'm a miracle. One look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day Doc Chop, the umbilical cord, it's been clear there's a peer for a miracle like me. My mummy says I'm a precious Marilina. She has never seen such a Marilina. She says so quickly that I have to cut down on the cream. But I'm a Marilina, so give me more cake. Take another picture of our angel from this angle over here. She's clearly more emotionally developed than her peers. What a dear! You can hardly look at mommy, don't put honey on your brother. Half a mummy's half a mother. I think she may well take another. Have you seen his school report? He got to see on his report. What a time to change the school and keep this clearly falling short. He's just delightful, just hilarious and insightful. Might she be a little brighter than her class? Yes, she's definitely advanced. Take another my mother says I'm a miracle. One look at my face and it's plain to see. Every single day, Doc Chop, the umbilical cord, falling on your brother doesn't peer for a miracle like me. My mummy says I'm a miracle. The time is shiny and as shiny as a miracle. You can be all cynical, but it's the truth of miracle. There's never been a miracle as miracle as miracle as. My mummy says I'm a lousy little worm. My daddy says I'm a bore. My mummy says I'm a jumped up little germ that kids like me should be against the law. My daddy says I should learn to shut my pie hole. No one likes a smart mouth girl like me. Mum says I'm a good case for population control. Dad says I should watch more TV. Yes, sir. That's right, sir. 155 brand new luxury cars, sir.
Hooray!
Hang on.
Look at this! She's reading a book! That's not normal for a 5-year-old. I think she might be an idiot.
Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Stop scaring your mother with that book, boy. I'm a girl.
And she keeps trying to tell me stories, Harry. It's not normal for a girl to be all thinking.
I'm going to call you straight back. I'm trying to pull off the biggest business deal of my life, and I have to listen to this.
What about me? I've got old ass to look after. Dinners don't microwave themselves, you know. I'm off to bleach my roots, and I shall be talking to you for the rest of the evening.
But I'm going to make us rich.
How rich?
Very rich. Dodgy businessmen. Very, very stupid. The genius husband's going to sell them 155 old bangers as brand new luxury cars. But that's not fair. The cars will break down. What about the crooks? There, listen to the boy. I'm a girl. There does not get you anywhere, you thick-headed twit brain. All I can say is that Kevin's Michael has inherited an old man's brains. Eh, son? Michael.
Well, I shall take the money when you earn it, and I shall spend it. But I shan't enjoy it because of the despicable way in which you've spoken to me tonight.
This is your fault, with your stupid books and your stupid reading. That's not right. You're off to school in a few days, and I know headmistress, Agatha Trenchwood. I've taught her all about you. Scary as she is, she's competing in the Olympics, throwing the hammer. Imagine what she's going to do to a horrible little goblin like you. I'm a girl!
toilets, hair tonic. For men.
Yep.
Matilda, what a pleasure to see you here in the library again.
Yes, I mean, my mum wanted me to stay at home with her, but I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
Your parents must be so proud to have a daughter as clever as you. And do you tell them stories like you tell me? Oh, I love your stories, Matilda. That's a hint, by the way.
Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world, an escapologist and an acrobat, fell in love and got married. They performed the most incredible feats together, and people will come from miles around.
Kings, queens, celebrities and astronauts. And not just to see their skill, but also to see their love for one another.
Which was so deep that I said cats would purr as they passed them, and dogs would weep with joy. They moved into a beautiful old house.
And although they loved each other, they were sad.
We have everything.
We do not have a child.
Their sadness overwhelmed them, and their work became the only place they could escape the tragedy of their lives. So they decided to perform the most dangerous feat ever known to man. It is called the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects.
Caught by the man locked in the cage.
And it is the most dangerous feat ever known to man. It is our destiny.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. Bye, Miss Phelps. I'll see you tomorrow.
After your first day of school.
Just you wait for phys ed. What's phys ed?
Physical education. It's a tribal speciality.
My daddy said I would be the teacher's pet. School is really fun. Oh, quick to write that. Dad said learn the alphabet.
The alphabet, you've got to learn to listen, kids.
Taking an A to survive this test by B. It's a princess you succeed. You're escaping tragedy. Even if you put in heaps of airs, you're wasting energy. Your life is known in ancient history. I have suffered in this jail and trapped inside this cage. Courageous, this prison cell. And try I can never all my life away. When happy days were over, for I first heard the pealing of the bell. When you were most curious, so listen and ask and ask questions, but unless you want to, so listen up and I'll teach you. And things you kiss, and do you request? Do you step on the line? Right, are you safe? I'm in trouble, I remember to be escaping careful. Why?
Why? Didn't you hear what we just said?
Just you wait for phys ed. Just you wait for phys A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. Why? Just you wait for phys ed. Good morning, children. Good morning, children. My name is Miss Honey, and today is a very special day. Your first day of school. Now, can anyone read this? Me. Ooh, pick me. I can. Me. Very well, Nigel. Yes, I think we'd better leave it there, Nigel. We don't want you to burst a blood vessel on your first day. Lavender? Is the first word tomato? No, but tomato is a very good word. Yes! Matilda? I can now read words. So, Matilda, you can read words. Well, I had to learn to read words so I could read sentences, because basically, a sentence is just a big bunch of words. And if you can't read sentences, then you've got no chance of reading books. And have you read a whole book yourself? More than one. I love books. Last week I read quite a few. A few? What books did you read? Nicholas, please. I'll look this way. Jane. Jane Eyre, The Lord of the Rings, Crime and Punishment, and...
don't be pathetic. Just knock on the door. Enter. Oh, don't just stand like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
Miss Trunchbull, in my class, there's a little girl called Matilda Wormwood.
Daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood, who owns Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Told me to watch out for the brat, though. Says she's a real wart.
Headmistress, I don't think Matilda's that sort of child at all.
What is the school motto, Miss Honey?
Barbinatum est migitum.
Barbinatum est migitum. Children are maggots. In fact, it must have been her who put that stink bomb under my desk this morning. I'll have her for that. Thank you for suggesting it.
But Miss Trunchbull, I didn't. Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense.
It is my opinion that this little girl should be placed with the 11-year-olds.
We can't just place her in with the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be? What about rules? Honey, rules.
I believe Matilda Wormwood is an exception.
An exception to the rules in my school. Look at these trophies, see how my trophies gleam. In the sunlight, see how they shine. What do you think it took to become English hammer throwing champion? 1969. Do you think in that moment, when my big moment came, I treated the rules with casual display? No, 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 no! To throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to make the team, you don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, Jenny! Children. Throw the hammer for your country. Yes, Magita, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. Magita, Magita. And if you want to teach success, you don't need sympathy or tenderness. Force the little squibs to toe the line. Sing, Jenny! If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you're the reason you have to stay inside the circle all the time. Stay inside, one simple rule, till I'm going on life's a ball, so learn to throw it. Find the valley line and toe it. Always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out!
Well, I must tell you, Headmistress, that it is my intention to help this little girl, whether you like it or not. Stupid, nasty, question-asking crooks.
Oh, don't tell me we're not rich!
They took one look at the mileage on the first car and said that these cars were knackered. I told them the mileage is so high because of manufacturing mistakes. So you lied? Of course I lied. And they didn't believe you. Of course they didn't believe me. I've got green hair. I've got hair. And what's this? Another flaming book. What's wrong with the text? No, it's a lovely book. Honestly, you love it. Here's what I
You showed the little brat. Oh, I'm late for my dance lesson with Rodolfo. Now, get out of your little stinkworm.
Do we have any super glue?
In the cupboard. While you're at it, why don't you stick that stupid book to your stupid head?
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take on a chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top of you, you might as well say you think that it's okay, and that's not right.
What are you, boy?
I'm a girl.
Matilda, do all those brains in your head give you a headache? I mean, it's got to hurt, all squished into there. No, it's fine. I think they just fit. Well, I'd better hang around, just in case they start to squeeze out of your ears. I'm Lavender, and I think it's probably for the best if we're best friends.
Hide me! Someone poured a whole can of treacle into the Trunchbull's chair. Someone said I did it, and now she's after me.
That's not fair.
Once I give the Trunchbull decide you're guilty, you'll squish.
They're saying she's going to put me in chokey. What's chokey? They say it's a cupboard in her office that she throws children into. It's lined with nails and spikes and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good, and it's made of spikes and wood, and it isn't wide enough to sit. And even if you could, there are nails on the bottom, so you wish you stood. When the hinges creak and the door is closed, you cannot see squat, not the end of your nose. And when you scream, you don't know if the sound came out of the scream in your head, even reached your mouth.
All right, when did this happen? About 20 minutes ago? Why? She's coming! You better hide then! Quick! Jumpers!
Where's the maggot known as Nigel?
He's over there, under those jumpers. Where he's been for the last hour, actually.
What? An hour?
Oh yes, Nigel suffers from a rare but chronic sleeping disorder called narcolepsy. The sufferer often falls asleep without warning. We put him under the jumpers for safety, didn't we? Didn't we?
Definitely.
He probably thinks he's in bed when he wakes up. Is it time for school yet, Mum? Hello? What am I doing here? This isn't my bedroom at all. Oh, hello, Miss Trunchbull.
Amanda, rip!
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
What have I told you about wearing pigtails? I hate pigtails.
But my mummy says they make me look pretty.
Well, your mummy is a twit.
teacher, Matilda Wormwood.
Well, Wormwood, you have just made a very big mistake.
Just so you know, she's my best friend.
Wow! Yes, sir. That's right, sir. Green Air? Oh, it was National Green Air Day, celebrating all the wonderful green things in the world, like lettuce and snot. Tomorrow at 1, sir. Absolutely, sir. Goodbye, sir. Now that's how you do. I might leave it on. Looks like rain.
Hello, it's Miss Honey, Matilda's teacher. Bit busy right now. It will only take a moment.
Oh, well, come in if you must. This is Rodolfo. He's my dance partner. We're rehearsing. Ciao.
Italiano. Bene?
What?
Who is this thing? You know what instructions do to my energy flow.
What do you want, Miss Chutney?
It's Miss Honey. Well, as you know, Matilda's in the bottom class. And kids in the bottom class aren't really expected to read.
Well, stop her reading then. Lord knows we've tried.
I'm in the zone, dog.
Feeling it in my hips. Look, I'm not in favour of girls getting on clever pants, Miss Hussey. Looks are more important than books. Now look at you. Look at me. You chose books. I chose looks. Good day.
Stop being pathetic, Jenny. Just get on your feet, Jenny. You're going to march in there and give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Jenny. The more that you try, the more you'll just look like a fool. This is not your problem. You've not got the spine. You are a teacher, just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher could I be? great day arrived. Everything was arranged by the acrobat sister, a frightening woman who used to be an Olympic class hammer thrower and loved nothing better to scare the children of the town. Suddenly, out came the escapologist.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air, with dynamite in her hair, over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage, has been... cancelled!
No!
Cancelled because my wife is pregnant.
So it does have a happy ending.
No. Just then, the acrobat sister stepped forward and produced a contract!
I am paid for the posters, the publicity, the catering, the toilet facilities. Where is my profit? The contract is a contract. You will perform on this very day or off to prison you both shall go.
No. What happens next?
I don't know yet. I'll tell you tomorrow. Matilda, starting tomorrow, I shall bring in a selection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. You can sit and read them whilst I teach the others, and if you have any questions, well, I shall do my best to answer them. How does that sound?
Why, Matilda, that's the biggest hug in the world. You're going to squeeze all the air out of me. Matilda Wormwood. Where is...
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
Aha! So admit it, do you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
This morning's foul carbuncle sneaked like a serpent into the kitchen and stole a slice of my private chocolate cake from my tea tray.
No, I did not! Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here all morning.
Standing up for little spitball, are you? Well, this crime took place before school started. Therefore, she is guilty.
Okay, look, I stole the cake. And honestly, I was really definitely sort of thinking about owning up, maybe. But I was having some troubles with my belly, and the Trunchbull's cake was so good, I stuffed it down too quickly. And now it's beginning to fight back. See? I didn't do anything.
You're a crook and a thief, and I shall crush you.
A huge cloud of chocolatey gas wafted from my mouth and drifted into the full face of Trunchbull.
Bruce Bob Trotter,
Yes, miss?
you liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, and I'm very sorry, but...
As long as you enjoyed the cake. That's the main thing.
Is it?
Oh yes, Bob Trotter. It is.
Oh, well, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful. Marvellous. That makes me so happy. It gives me a warm glow in my lower intestine. Oh, cook! What's the matter, Bob Trotter? Lost your appetite?
Well, yes, I'm full.
I will tell you when you're full. And I say that criminals like you are not full to have eaten the entire cake.
But...
No buts. Eat.
Headmistress will be sick.
He should have thought of that before he decided to steal my cake.
precise, or even too Bruce. Might be nice, but even you, Bruce, have to admit, between you and it, it's not a lot of difference in size. He can't, he can, surely can't, surely can't. You are the man, Bruce. He might explode. He's quite elastic. He's going to blow, make him stop. He's fantastic. Look at him go. I can't watch. Bruce, never again be subject to abuse. For your immense caboose, should call a truce. Bruce, but every swallow you were tightening the noose. We never thought it was possible, but here it is coming true. We can have our cake and eat it too. The time has come to put that tummy tongue to use. No excuse, Bruce. Stop the thing you want to shout and snooze. Oh, stuff it in. You're almost finished. Whatever you do, don't give in. Don't let her win. Come on, Bruce, be our hero. Cover yourself in golden glory.
Sorry, mistress, I got carried away. Oh, that's all right, Jenny. We all get carried away sometimes, even me. Well done, Bob Trotter. Good show. Well, come along, Bob Trotter. What? Where? Oh, did I not mention? That was the first part of your punishment. There's more. The second part. And the second part is choking! What? No, mistress, please, you can't. Did you think I would allow myself to be defeated by these maggots? Did you? Who do you think I am, Miss Honey? A weakling? An idiot? You? No, don't make me choking! Not that! No, not right!
Matilda, thank God you're here. I'm dying to hear the next part of the story. I haven't slept a wink.
Mrs. Phelps, where's the revenge section? What?
Is there a child at the school who's behaving like a bully?
Not a child exactly. Do you want to hear the next part of the story?
Well, what are we waiting for?
As they prepared themselves for the most dangerous feat ever performed, the acrobat gave her husband a kiss. Smile. We've done this 1,000 times. First, I escaped from the cage, grab you with one arm and a fire extinguisher with the other, and put out the flames on your specially designed dress before they reach the dynamite and blow your head off. Oh no!
Sorry, go on.
The trick started well. The moment the dress was set alight, the acrobat swung into the air. She hurled over sharps and spiky objects. Suddenly, the padlocks pinged open and the huge chains fell away. The door swung open and the escapade just reached out to catch his wife and the child. Oh, I can't look! He grabbed her hand and suddenly the flames are covered in foam. The both could be blown to pieces.
Great, so the story does have a happy ending.
No.
No?
No. The escapade just used a touch from that foam and the hand became slippy and she fell. Did she survive? She broke every bone in her body, except from the ones at the end of her little fingers. She lived long enough to have their child. Love our daughter with all your heart. She's all we ever wanted. And then she died. and things got worse.
Worse? Oh no, Matilda, it can't get worse.
I'm afraid they did, because the escapologist was so kind, and he never blamed the evil sister for what she did. In fact, he asked her to move in with him to help look after his daughter. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, beating her if she did anything wrong, but always in secret, so the escapologist never suspected a thing. Let's call the police! Mrs. Phelps, it's just a story.
What? Oh, yes, of course. I'd better go.
When Everyone, gather round. I want my family to share in my triumph.
Aren't you, boy?
I'm a girl. 155 old bangles on my hands. How could I possibly make the mileage go back? It's not like I could drive it on backwards, could I?
Backwards?
When suddenly, I had the most genius idea in the world. I grabbed a drill and using my incredible mind, I attached the drill to the speedometer of the first car and whacked it into reverse.
Backwards?
Exactly. Within a few minutes, the mileage had gone down to practically nothing.
Backwards?
10 minutes later, the crook shot in expensive suits, dark glasses.
Crooks are nocturnal. I saw it on the programme last night.
That was a programme about badgers.
Same thing. And did it work? Fantastico. Now I'll be able to perform Rodolfo all day long.
But they've trusted you and you cheated them.
What have we done to serve a child like you?
You know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to go around to that school and tell the teacher to never let you in again.
What? No.
And if she does, I'll have her fired. So you never read another stinking book as long as you live, young man.
I'm a girl. Now go to your room, you nasty little creep.
Backwards?
The ex-college's daughter suffered in silence, never saying a single word about the evil aunt's bullying. This only encouraged her to greater cruelties, until one day she exploded.
You are a useless, filthy, nasty little creep!
And the aunt beat her and threw her into a dank, dark, dusty cellar, locked the door, and went out. Have I been so caught up in my grief for my wife that I forgot the one thing that mattered to us most? I love you, my daughter, and I'll spend the rest of my life making up to you. But when the little girl fell asleep, the eschatologist's thoughts turned to the acrobat's sister. So, bullying children is her game, is it? Well, let us see what she can do when the wrath of a grown man stands before her. But that was the last little girl ever saw of her father.
They're for Matilda.
Not on my watch. There is an age for reading and an age for being a filthy little toad. These are toads, aren't you, Bog Trotter? Yes, Miss Trunchbull. Only Bog Trotter here is now a good toad. Sit. Miss Honey, you believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. That is not teaching the child. To teach the child, you must first rank the child. Quiet, you maggots!
But no one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Honey, when I say quiet, you maggots, you are entirely included in that statement. Where is my jug of water? I'll get it, Miss Trunchbull. Stupid girl, look at you, flabby, disgusting, revolting, revolting, I say. I think it's time we toughen you all up with a little fizz-ezz.
This school of late has started reeking. Quiet maggots when I'm speaking! Reeking with a most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it oh too well. It is the odor of rebellion. It's the blueberry of dissent. Smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and this air will get you sweaty and it won't be long before I smell the hum of aiding and abetting. A bit of his head will tell us who has a head full of rebellious thoughts. Held, just like a rotten egg floats to the top of a bucket of water. Oh, if Father Jan to sprinkle, time to sprinkle. The fun to find it to sprinkle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm here for now. Once we've exercised these demons, they shall be too good for scheming. Some double time discipline should stop the rods from setting in. Right, let's step it up, double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discipline for children who are listening. The misguided issue is an issue. We can fix everything. It's the reason us to make the odds and find the myths. Discipline. Smell of rebellion, scent of revolt, the recovery. Lesson from the political existence, the form of dissent, the fun of war, fight, watching. Let's bring this show to home. The smell of rebellion, the scent of revolt, the recovery, subordination, the whip of resistance, the form of dissent. And that matter till you are strong, till this rebellion is won, till glorious life disappear as
Look what I found. A newt. I'm going to put the newt into the trench. Quiet!
I don't think it's teaching at all. I think it's just cruelty.
That's because you, Miss Honey, are pathetic. You are weak. You are in fact a snivelling little newt! You! What me? No, I didn't. Cockroach, you did this. You're poison. Vile, malicious little sinner. Elmo, stop! Leave him alone. You big, fat bully! How dare you? You are not fit to be this small. You ought to be in the deepest, dampest, darkest prison. I shall have you wheeled out in a trolley with a muslin in that I shall.
Have you ever wondered what I have about how when I say red? For example, there's no way of knowing you've read the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red. I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind are hidden, these stories delivered to me fully written. And everyone shouts like they seem like shouting. The noise in my head is incredibly loud. I wish they'd stop, my dad and my mum, and the telly and the stories that stop just once. I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. This noise comes and when the anger is light, it's burning inside me when usually fade. Just listen today, the heat and the shouting, and my heart is pounding, and my eyes are burning, and suddenly everything quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that still sort of quiet. Like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming
and I am warm, like I said, into the eye of the storm.
Well, that was interesting. I think we better go home while we still can.
Yay!
Watch.
I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
Would you fancy a nice cup of tea?
What do you think it is? There's a thing in my eyes.
I can't pretend that I know Matilda, but I don't believe we should be frightened of it. It's something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
Can we have the scene change, please? Lights down. Thank you.
I can't pretend that I know Matilda, but I don't believe we should be frightened of it. I think it's something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no room in my head for all my brains, so they have to squish out through my eyes?
Well, not exactly, but yes, something like that. You certainly are a special girl, Matilda. I met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Is he proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh yes, he's always saying, Matilda, I'm so proud to have a daughter as clever as... That's not true, Miss Honey. He's not proud at all. He calls me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep.
I see. Here we are, home sweet home.
Are you poor?
Yes, I am, very.
Don't they pay teachers very much?
Well, they don't actually, but I'm even poorer than most because of other reasons. I used to live with my aunt, but one day I was out walking and I came across this old shed. I fell completely in love with it. I ran to the farmer and begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, but he agreed, and I've lived here ever since.
But Miss Honey, you can't stay in the shed.
This roof keeps me dry when the rain falls. This door helps to keep the cold at bay. On this floor I can stand on my own 2 feet. On this chair I can write my lessons. On this pillow I can dream my nights away. And this table, as you can see, well, it's perfect for tea. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. On these walls I hang wonderful pictures. Through this window I can watch the seasons change. By this lamp I can eat. I am set free. And when it's cold outside, I feel no fear. Even in the winter storms, I am warmed by the small stubborn fire. There is nowhere I would rather be. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. For this is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. This is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough. And when it's cold and bleak, I feel no fear. Even in the fiercest storms, I am warmed by the small stubborn fire. Even when outside it's freezing, I don't pay much heed. I know that everything I need is in here. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. I'm not strong like you, Matilda. My father died when I was young. Magnus was his name, and he was very kind. But when I was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian, and she was mean and cruel like you could hardly imagine. And then, when I got my job as a teacher, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She made me sign a contract to pay her back every penny. She produced a document that said that my father had given her his entire house.
But did he really just do that? Just give her his house?
I find it hard to believe, just like I cannot believe that he would have killed himself, which is what she said happened.
You think she did him in, don't you, Miss Honey?
I cannot say, Matilda. All I know is that years of being bullied by that woman made me, well, pathetic. I was trapped.
Let's go to the police!
What? We can't. We have no evidence. Besides, my aunt is a much respected...
Who is she?
I can't say.
Who is she?
Matilda, I
Who
can't.
is she?
It's Miss...
Miss Trunchbull.
Yes.
patience and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom, madam? You know nothing of teaching, and I shall prove it. You spell Amchalaka Manual Seprecodus Timosis.
But that's not a word, you just made it up.
Spell, or go to Choky, and I should warn you, it has silent letters. A, N, C, H, E, L, L, A. Oh dearie, dearie, dear. K. I'm so sorry. It was a silent Z. You're going to Choky. Cat. C-A-F. Cat. I got it wrong, miss. You'll have to put me in Choky too. What? D-Y-P. Dog. And me. Table. F-A-B-F-Y. Table. What? And me. What's going on? Stop this! You can't put us all in Choky. Banana. G-T-A-A-B-L. Bully. P-Y-T-L-F-X-W. Revolting. P-X-Q-Q-Q. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, X. Revolting! Can't put me in Choky too, miss. You can't put us all in Choky, miss. Come now, maggots. Did you not think I would have thought of that? I have Chokys for each and every one of you.
2 days later, I received a letter. It said that my parents' will had turned up, and that now I was the owner of the beautiful old house, which had been owned by my evil aunt, Agatha,
Who was never seen again. Turkeys were immediately destroyed, and a new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey, and it was often said that it was the best school in the land.
Matilda never again was able to move things with her eyes. She said it was because she no longer had the need for superpowers. But she was still stuck with her parents, who were cruel and called her names.
Don't stand there gawping. We're going to Spain, Trevor, and we're never coming back.
Spain? But why? Because this twit brain sold 155 old bangers to the mafia.
They're here! Hide! What do you think happened to my legs? My beautiful legs!
Where's your father?
I don't know.
The wormwood is a stupid man and assumed I was stupid too. And that is a very stupid and rude thing to do.
Yes, I'm afraid my father is quite stupid and very, very rude.
You seem smart. Sadly, in my line of work, I don't often get to meet smart people like you. Most of the people I deal with, their thinking is all backwards. Backwards! If you want, I can have one of my friends teach your father manners, and one day when he leaves the hospital, he will still be as rude, but still be as stupid, but not so rude. What do you say?
That's a very tempting offer, but I'm afraid I've had enough revenge.
Your father is very, very lucky to have you as his daughter.
Quick, let's get out before they change their minds.
Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon. Mr. Wormwood, I would love to take Matilda. I would look after her with love and respect, and I'd pay for everything.
You mean leave our daughter here with you? Dad, you just call me your daughter. And you want to stay here with Miss Ali?
Yes, I do.
And you want to look after her?
I do.
Well, we're a bit short of room, so yes.
Thank you. And Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms,
And hugged her.
and Miss Honey hugged her back as the Wormwoods
And Rodolfo!
and Rodolfo sped away into the distance because they had found each other.
Yes, they found each other.
or not. Hello. Girls, that was amazing. On a day when it's so warm, you've actually given me a lot of goosebumps off the back there. Listen to your singing, listen to your words. Your singing is out of this world. We've had to turn up the computer to a volume 11 just to be able to go over your singing. It has been amazing. The chorus, I know you're going to be cast to tomorrow. But girls, you were all brilliant. Can we say one big, massive well done to you? Without the entire throng of people who are here to help him out, but particularly Miss Sullivan, Mr. Herworth, Miss Yard, and anyone else who has been helping to get this all together. If you can give them all a huge round of applause. Right, Miss Sullivan, where would you like to go?
Well, can I just add one thank you, and that's to Holly. I don't know if you noticed that she was reading the script, and that's because she stepped in at the last minute, and I think she did a cracking job, given that she didn't know those lines. So well done, Holly.